Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through my Ftmo account and share with you one of my violations I made against the trading rules. When you get your funded account, you have to sign a contract, and in that contract states that you cannot trade around news events 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after. I was very careful around these, but unfortunately I made a mistake. And that mistake was to open a position within 2 minutes of a restricted news events coming on. I knew this news event was happening and I'd closed down at my desk for the day, but unfortunately I checked on my mobile phone app and thought, okay, price has moved up on GBP USD. I will take a short position here, which I did. It was profitable. Unfortunately, it violated the trading rules, which could have ended up me having my contract terminated with Ftmo. Luckily, they let me get away with this one violation on a particular month. I don't think they'll let me go again, so I need to be very careful in the next coming months to make sure that all news articles, when they come out, I don't trade around the restricted ones. What they did do was actually remove the profit I'd made on that one trade from my overall profit of the month, and therefore it came down a little bit. It wasn't a massive trade, so thankfully I wasn't going to lose out too much. But again, it's one of those things to be careful of with trading Ftmo, is be careful of all of the terms and conditions and the rules you have to stick by.
Okay, so Ftmo release certain news articles each week, which are called restricted events, and you cannot trade 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after. So typically in the economic calendar, it's easy to filter on restriction events and be able to see for the week in advance of all the things you can't trade on. Also gives a nice little countdown when it's going to happen, so again you can make notes on your trading plan and your journals of when to trade. So on this particular day, I'd seen there was crude inventory figures, but I'd neglected to make a note of the FOMC announcements at 7 PM that night. So this is the day I had my violation on. As we can see here, crude inventory figures came out, but within the Forex Factory calendar, there was the FOMC statement at 7 PM that evening, which they've classified as a red, or a huge movement potential on the US dollar. This is the violation I got picked up on. As we can see here, I opened a trade 29 seconds into the window of restricted news events, which was a mistake by my part because I was doing it on my phone. I didn't have access to all of the tools I would normally have on my trading platform. It wasn't a massive trade, it was a very quick short on GBP USD when it was reaching a resistance level of 137. As we can see, the profit was only £94, so it wasn't a huge impact on the overall figures for the month. So the lessons of this are quite clear. If you are on an Ftmo funded account, check the economic calendar regularly, at least every day, and make sure all of the restricted news events are well noted in a calendar or diary so that when they do happen, you're not going to be caught out with those violations. Hopefully this video has been of some use to you, especially if you're looking to become a funded trader with Ftmo. As I continue my journey, I will share more knowledge and tidbits as I go through. Cheers!